Okay, so we're gonna get right into this, and we're gonna start off with a good primer. You want to have a really good primer, and you want to do your skincare routine before you start your makeup. This primer is from Gut Molecules, and you want to get it into your skin. You want to massage it into your skin. You want to bring it down your neck. You just want to make sure everything is even. Following that primer, I'm still prepping my face, so I'm going to go ahead with some Anastasia brow gel, and I'm just going to brush my brows up to give it that fluffy look. Sometimes I do this when I do my simple glams like this. I do give myself that fluffy look, but typically I love a good, crisp, clean brow. But for today, we're going to brush them up and just make sure every brow hair is visible. After allowing that to dry, we're going to go in and add some hair-like strokes into our brow. This is the micro brow pencil from Morphe in the color Java. I jump around with my colors that I like, but this time I had Java. Now, the key to this is being very light-handed. You don't want to be too harsh. You want it to look very natural, and you want them to look very alike. So after I do both, I go back in and I add more strokes to make them look as identical as possible. They're not going to be perfect, but as you can see, I'm literally just adding lines. Like, it's literally just a line. For this, I am as precise as possible because I do not clean up my brows when doing this basic clean look. So I'm gonna go in with a concealer that is very close to my skin color, and this is like as cheap as it gets. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Cool Tan that you get from the beauty supply store. Yes, I'm adding that as a base. I do not color correct, so this is gonna be my base, especially because I'm not using foundation. So yes, this is my base, and you're gonna see why I use this base in a second. I bring it up on the side of my nose because I want that snatch look. I don't know what I was doing with the motions in my hands, but I was basically trying to tell you to bring it on the side. Followed by that base, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. I believe it's going to be in the description, but I only put it in the inner corner and the outer corner. It's very bright and it's very pigmented, and I don't want it to make me look super ashy, so we're just going to stick with a little bit, which is perfect because it's going to mesh with that base concealer and it's going to give the perfect ombre color. I love it. So now we're going to let that dry, and we're going to go in with the cream contour stick from Juvias. We're going to put it onto a brush because putting it directly on the skin can be a little bit harsh, and we're just going to lightly press that into the skin to give that ombre contour effect. Also, keep in mind we're not using foundation, so this is directly on the skin. You don't want to put too much. You want to just nicely blend everything into each other. And now you can kind of see that base concealer kind of melting away. So here I'm kind of laughing a little bit because I put too much, but no biggie. I just wiped off my brush and then continued to go over it. Like, just keep blending, keep blending, keep blending. Especially, it's no foundation. Like, you can't mess this up. Just keep blending, and eventually it'll start to look how it's supposed to look. Snatched, okay? And now I'm going to take my favorite Real Techniques brush and kind of mesh the base in with the contour, and I'm gonna do this on both sides before I go into that highlight light brightening concealer, because I want everything to look smooth and airbrushed before I start doing too much. Now, when blending out this bright under eye concealer, you do not want to bring it too far down. You kind of want to keep it in its place. So you want to press it into your skin. This will make sure that you're not taking away that coverage. That's why I kind of let it dry like I do everything else as far as blending out my contour and stuff like that, to let the concealer under the eye really dry for the most full coverage without using a foundation. So you see this? Smooth. And I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. After that, I just go in with my Laura Mercier translucent satin powder. I use the translucent color and not the honey color because I tend to make myself very orange. So I use this as something to kind of keep my face cool. And once everything is blended out, it looks even. I'm not too orange, I'm not too pale, like everything just looks good. I also don't typically bake, so I'm just pressing this into my skin. This also is essential for giving me that airbrush look, like it's always smooth. After that, I just go in with my Morphe bronzer in the color Trailblazer, and I press it into that cream contour. I set my forehead. I don't put makeup on my forehead, but I don't want it to look shiny, so I will go on it with the bronzing powder, but I don't actually put like concealer and foundation and stuff on my forehead typically. I feel like it looks cakey on me, so now I'm gonna go in with a powder blush from Milani, I believe. I banned myself from liquid blush for now because I be overdoing it. Like, I love blush, so I took liquid blush and cream blush out of my routine temporarily until I learned how to control myself. And now I just use powder blushes because they're buildable. Like, I was overdoing it with the blush, and I would look at myself and be like, you're pink. Like, I want to look pink. I love blush. I also love to look shimmery, so you'll see that this blush has a little bit of like a shimmer to it, and I love that about this in particular. After I do my blush, I just go back in with my bronzer to make sure it's even, and then I take this super duper light brown to kind of contour my nose a little bit. I don't really contour it a lot. I don't really like makeup on my nose either, but I do it just like a little bit, just so it doesn't look flat, you know, just to add a little bit of dimension. So after that, I just take the concealer that's close to my skin tone and I draw a line down my nose. I don't know, I just do it. Now this is my secret weapon. Like, this orange, you need to put orange on your eyelids. It's so cute, it's so girly, it's so soft. I use my finger. I don't put any concealer as a base or anything. I just put it directly on my eyelids, and it eats every time. Like, it eats on everybody. I love it. Here you can see the difference. It's not big, but you know. And I put it on the other one too. I love using my finger because I feel like it just looks so organic. Like, I don't know, I love it. And now I'm gonna just blend out that nose line that I did for fun. So now I'm gonna enhance the highlighted parts of my face. So I'm gonna go with this shimmery white and put that in the inner corner. I don't know, I think it's cute, so I do it. A lot of this stuff I do for makeup, I do it because I think it's cute. Next, I'm gonna apply a really thin line on my lash line with a black liquid felt tip liner. It doesn't have to be that, you can use any black liner, but I use this one because it dries fast. It's by Wet n Wild, I think. Yep. So next I go in with the L'Oreal Sky High mascara just to make sure that my lashes and lash line is very dark, so my false lash is very undetectable and it's giving lash extension. Just when stuff start getting good, my light dies. Like, what? But anyways, after that I'm gonna apply my lashes, and I put glue on the both ends, and then I also put it on my lash line. This is the easiest way to apply false lashes. Put it on your lash line, and then after you do that, just easily stick the lash on, starting with the inner corner, and then pull it all the way to the outer corner. And after, you got to do it after the glue gets tacky, of course, but it's so simple and it lasts all night. I still use highlighter. This is a Wet n Wild one. It's very cheap from Target or drugstore. But I just put it, like I said, everywhere where my face is already highlighted. I just enhance it. So cheeks, nose, brow bone, forehead, and anywhere else that I want to glow. This part is self-explanatory, but I smoke out my waterline with a brown. Don't poke yourself in the eye because it's painful and it burns. So after I line my lips, I overline my lips actually. I go in with my Sincerely PK lip gloss in the color Celebrity. And it's like a mauve, but when you put it on, it's like a really, really pretty soft pink. And it goes really good with brown lip liner on anybody. So I put that on, and it's not sticky. Like, it's super cute, super light, and perfect for everyday wear. I can also wear this with no lip liner as well. So definitely my favorite lip gloss. And then after that, I go on with the clear from Sincerely PK. And I like that also because it's not sticky. And I love a glazed donut lip. Like, I put so much lip. You're gonna see, I put so much, but it's not sticky. So it doesn't affect me, it just affects my haters. When I do this soft look, I do not spray setting spray. You can, but I personally just don't like how setting spray looks on me after when I do a light beat. So I do want to emphasize that you cannot get this airbrush finish unless you take care of your skin. Like, your skin doesn't have to be the clearest, because I do have breakouts as well, but you have to take care of your skin. Like, if you do not take care of your skin, it's not going to look smooth, it's not going to look airbrushed, because your skin underneath is either going to be too dry or too oily, caked up, built up, whatever. You have to take care of your skin. So forming a solid skincare routine and then going and learning a solid makeup routine is going to go hand in hand. Like, you have to take care of your skin. I'm an advocate for taking care of your skin. I have breakouts too, so sometimes I do have to do makeup on top of broken out skin or texturized skin, but it always gives, like, I always get compliments on my application itself. So take care of your skin. I'm telling you, it's the key to an airbrush finish. Take care of your skin. I prefer to do voiceovers when I'm doing up close videos like this, but y'all finna hear me talk in 3, 2. I wanted this to be my first makeup tutorial on my channel because I feel like it's essential to just have a quick glam that's not about to take you 45 minutes, hour and a half. We should not be spending that much time on our makeup. Not on a soft glam, like, you know, maybe on like some editorial vibes, but if we just get into a quick little beat, we should not be spending an hour and 2 hours on our makeup. We should be able to do something quick. So that's why this is my first tutorial for makeup, because everybody be asking me what products do I use. And I also want to give a big shout out to Good Molecules because they did send me PR not too long ago, and I love their products. Like, this is not sponsored, they didn't pay me, they just sent me the products and told me to try them. So yeah, you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. I promise you. It took me like 20 minutes to record this video, and without recording it take me like 10 minutes to do the look. It's quick, it's easy, it's cute, it's flawless, it's skin like, and the It Girl bun to go on top. So yes, subscribe. I'm gonna post more, I promise. But I look so cute. I love my makeup. This is my go-to glam for when I'm just popping out. So yeah, bye PK babes.